Surprise, surprise to no one. It is likely that Ironheart will not have a season two. Now, who do we blame for this? Well, first off, we got to look at Disney in thinking this would do good at all. Now, there's multiple sources out there. One was from Nerdrotic that claimed, and you can believe this or not, the show was put on the shelf for 2.5 years. They had it ready. They were going to greenlight it at some point. So they decided to wait before Fantastic Four to drop this show. And it was not the best time, in my opinion. I would have pushed this out sooner because all the controversy around Disney and Marvel, Kevin Feige saying we need more women superheroes. And again, I'm not against that. But the problem that Marvel and Disney have been running into is the lack of character development. Also bringing in people who folks don't really care so much about, like the Ironheart character wasn't received well in the comics. And you decided, well, let's bring her into a live TV show and it's going to go very well. You could have, gone with War Machine and told a story about Rhodey because he had a relationship with Tony Stark. That could have gone very well. Or you could have had Iron Man's daughter be Ironheart and show her develop into a superhero. People would have tuned into that. I would have. But no, you didn't. You brought in a character who decided to go to crime to get her resources at first. And it's like, okay, we're going this direction and folks aren't going to be watching. Now, the writer of Ironheart said that it's going to depend on the viewership ratings. Well, they're in for a rude awakening. It's probably not going to get the best ratings. As you can see here, it was absent from the Luminant viewership charts. Now, we'll see what the Nielsen ratings say, but very likely it's not going to be on the Nielsen ratings chart. So if Daredevil Born Again didn't chart, which again, I thought it was solid. I know some people didn't really like it, but as you can see here, there's another report that says that, after the next season they make, it might get canceled. There's that possibility. And a lot of this is just coming down to people don't care about Marvel like they used to. There's some fatigue going on, in my opinion. The direction Marvel's heading in is like, okay, we're going from the multiverse where not a lot of iconic moments were made to another Avengers film next year. After Fantastic Four, it's Spider-Man, but it's owned by Sony. Then you have Doomsday. Okay, I guess we'll see how that plays out. Now, I do expect Marvel to go through a clean slate and just reboot everything because you see the results of these different shows, like this flop here by She-Hulk. It was terrible. Miss Marvel, Secret Invasion. Disney's in a tough spot with Marvel. I don't know. I just think right now, Kevin Feige better be careful with his next decision because if it doesn't work out with Doomsday, the superhero genre might be totally dead for a while just because of the bad taste you've left in your audience's mouth. People are walking away because of the woke stuff they pushed in these shows. Not every movie, but some of them is like, what are you doing here? And the gender swap and the race swapping just hasn't worked out for Disney Marvel. Now, I like what Anthony Ramos had to say. He was one of the characters in Ironheart. And again, I'm not going to totally blame the actors because, hey, you're trying to get a paycheck, make some money. I also believe the writers of this show, the decision makers involved with making Ironheart, they deserve blame as well. Anthony Ramos had this to say, at least they're talking about it because if they ain't, then I'd be worried. He's got a point there. He's unbothered by the anti-woke critics. They also, asked him about the Transformers role compared to the Marvel role. Yeah, this is it. The fan base, it's honestly different to Transformers. Transformers got their own thing, and Twisters definitely have their own dedicated fan base, but the Marvel universe is unlike any other thing. It's huge, and the fans are super dedicated, very enthusiastic. They're educated, and they know every little thing about every part of every character. All the stuff that you don't even know, they're just telling you. And he also says here, yeah, me too, it's been 3 years, so I hope I did it. I don't remember. So, as you can see, I don't mind this response for Anthony Ramos. They also asked him later on about having, more people of color come into MCU, because obviously they're trying to get him to share his thoughts and have a specific response. And Ramos said this, you're going to have negativity no matter what, what I'm saying. I've been in Transformers, people talking this, and now this one, people talking blank. Everybody's going to say whatever they want to say, but at the end of the day, we know what we made and we're proud of what we made. That's a good response. He didn't give into it and say, oh, well, these fans are racist. These fans are bigots for not watching He didn't go that route. We've seen other actors and actresses in the past go down that road, and that's why Disney and Marvel are in this position right now. You know what's interesting? Saw a post from Verbal Riot. He said, "Never forget, we got an Ironheart show before a Blade movie." That's insane. Blade still hasn't been released yet. We also didn't see War Machine, two characters that I think would have done better than the Ironheart show. I'm not going to fully blame the actors for this because everybody deserves some type of accountability. But hopefully for Disney and Marvel, they have finally learned their lesson. There's only so much of this you can do before you realize, you know what? Maybe we should get back to making good movies and stop with the whole situation of let's do the woke stuff. Let's go ahead and push these ideologies. Let's bring out characters that fans aren't really going to get excited about and think that's going to do well for us, because you're wasting money, you're wasting time, and you're losing your fan base's trust. And if you continue down this route, and I do believe they will fix it in Doomsday and Secret Wars, and if they don't, they're cooked. At that point, you have gone, whether that be like 10 years of Marvel, maybe not 10 years, but yeah, but almost 10 years since Endgame, where a lot of it's been meh, terrible, woke stuff, and the fan base may never return until it gets sold by Disney and they get another company involved where maybe they'll learn from what not to do. But we shall see. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Are you surprised by the possibility of Ironheart Season 2 being canceled, not coming back? And did you like this show? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.